guys, welcome back to this channel. It's Endless Inspirations. We tentatively tend to share a lot of stories or a lot of life experiences. I know most of you are in these Gulf countries, and when you are in these Gulf countries, you are alone in these countries. The only person next to you may be a friend who does not even want to know what you are getting through. Every single time or every single day, we get through what you call life experiences, or we get through what you call life at one way or the other. And this is exactly what we tended to see and what we see for every day. We get to face a lot of challenges, or we get to see a lot of things, or we get to go with a lot of things on mind. When we come to these jobs or whatever we have to come from, is we come to take care of the families. We come to get to earn a living that can take care of the families. Remember, when we come, there are a lot of challenges that may go through, or we may go through, starting from accommodation, transportation, and exactly the locations that or where you are being posted to work. This is not going to be the end of the road, and this should not be what you should expect at the end of the road. There's life that we tentatively need to. There are dreams that we're chasing. There are targets within ourselves. Every single day you need to make yourself the best. And how do you make yourself the best? By believing in yourself. When we look at jobs and job careers, it does not mean that when you come from your country as a security guard or as a cleaner, it's the only thing that you can do in this country. It's all about believing in yourself. There are a lot of job opportunities that you can do partially yourself. But first of all, first believe yourself that I'm the best. I can do the best, and I can give out the best within or out of myself. Once that kind of thing comes out of you, go for it. Move on, go for it. And how do you go for it? Start with the connections around. It does not matter where you start from. One opportunity will open up another. Don't sit wait for those opportunities to look for you. Start looking by those opportunities, by what you call the door-to-door opportunities. Go look for those opportunities. You never know. You are going to get that job that you always prayed for in your life. A job that's going to give you the kind of life, the kind of happiness that you've always prayed for. And that is exactly what all of us pray for every single day, every single moment of time. So believing yourself that you are the best and you can do is going to make you move and move and move at what you call greater horizons in every single day. One fall does not mean that you've fallen forever. You have to wake up. And by looking at that opportunity, there are a lot of jobs that are here, but we are looking at what kind of people that have the skills. Some of us, when we go to these interviews or when you go to these jobs, it's all about the first impression that you give that person. The impression is matters. When we go to those interviews, what do you say to that employer? When we go to one-on-one interviews, when we go to these interviews, what do you say to that employer? How do you sell yourself? How do you communicate, and how do you present yourself? Those are some of the basics that you definitely let us follow up when we are being called for interviews, and the employers can tend to reject us, tend to say no, but we have the necessary qualifications, we have the diplomas, you have the certificates with you. You have all the personal skills that you listed down in your CV that can help you, or that are so good for you to get the job. But the first impression and the presentation yourself, you give out to the employer. They always want people that have those kind of skills, or who are confident to sell themselves. Don't just only talk about listing what you did, but what exactly were you able to add on your former company. Let's say, for example, I would say, as a security guard, I was able to counterfeit, or I was able to list out procedures that countered all the emergency exits or monitored all the emergency exits so that we don't have intruders. Instead of you saying, my role is to stop intruders entering into the building. That looks like it's a very straight answer for you. Everyone can mention that. But what extra do you tentatively tend to put into that? Which is quite very important, especially when you go to this, when you definitely apply for this job. So the better, or how you sell yourself sometimes, it also matters. Every day, let us look at something new. If you feel you cannot present yourself, let us think hard. Do a practice. By the time you go to those front, or when you go to those interviews, you definitely know what to say, and you are confident that you can say something, even if it's 2 or 4 or 6 sentences, which are very confident and which can convince that employer definitely is going to hire you. Thank you so much. It's always makes this inspiration. By the way, don't forget to subscribe to my Next Creation TV, and don't forget also to like my Instagram account at Next Samuel 20, and also don't forget to subscribe at Next Creation TV, and the TikTok account. I'll always be giving you always the update. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for the support. See you again in the next video.